Robert, how are you?
Wonderful. How are
Good,
you?
good, good.
I'm just getting a double espresso, so everything is well in the world.
Oh, Jesus, there you go. When you're ready to rock. Um, I wanted to start off and ask you about adapting Hamlet because it's one of Shakespeare's most commonly adapted plays and stuff like that. Was like obviously there's the Kenneth Branagh version of it. There's the Orson Welles version of it, so on and so forth. I'm just wondering. Were there any, I guess, specific adaptations that you took inspiration from, or was it a case of just going straight back to the original Hamlet saga that kind of inspired you? Or was there any of the films or any of the other adaptations that you took anything from?
I don't think so. I mean, I certainly watched the Olivier version again, and I watched um, very embarrassed, I can't remember the name of the director, but the Russian version,
Yeah,
which is really the best version. It's also like one of the best depictions of like of Tudor armor. Good
yeah,
God. Like the end of that movie is so beautiful. And they do the ghost really well. And the ghost's cloak, like in scope across the thing. But I don't think it really, I don't think any of that's really necessarily in my
yeah,
movie. I think yeah, I was going back to the Amleth myth, and as related by Saxo Grammaticus.
yeah.
uh yeah.
In terms of that, though, I mean, like,
But like,
yeah,
I think, Throne of Blood, that you can see in as an inspiration in the film, and to a lesser degree because that movie is just too sophisticated compared to me, but Ron, as well.
yeah, for sure. I mean that, yeah, I mean that's yeah. I saw the Kurosawa thing, as I was watching. I was like, oh yeah, it's like Throwing the Blood, or even like Scarface and Macbeth, like. But anyways, I'm wondering when you were writing it with Sion, am I saying that right, or Scon, or
That's
however you
good,
say it?
Sean.
Sean, right there you go. Um, what specifically, or was there
Most
anything?
when we were in Ireland, most people just called him Sean.
Sean, yeah. So this is it. As I read it, it looks like Sean, but I was like, that's clearly not right because you have the fada in there, or what I forget what they call it. The wrong. Anyways, I'm wondering. I mean, were there specifics that you wanted to get from the play beyond the structure? I mean, like when he gets doused with magic mushrooms and stuff. That's obviously going to the whole idea of Hamlet putting on a play and tricking everyone and so on and so forth. I mean, were there specifics from the original play that you wanted to put into the film?
I think the only thing that I think things kind of just happened as we were working. I mean, obviously the big scene with Alexander Skarsgård and Nicole Kidman in her room is a scene that is a development of a scene from the Shakespeare play that's not in the source material pre Shakespeare, and certainly we have a Yorick reference, which is also something that's not and I wanted the the second witch that he met to have a mummified head that would speak. But it was Shone who realized, aha, I can be Yorick.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, because I mean, when he takes out the skull, I was expecting him to start talking, and then he didn't, and that was almost kind of better in a way. Finally, what do you think of? I mean, I know your next film is going to be Nosferatu, and I've heard a theory that The Lighthouse was basically waiting for Godot. I mean, do you see yourself adapting any other kind of theatrical pieces in the future beyond Nosferatu?
I mean, I grew up in the theater, so I think that I'm always thinking about it, and I even think that sometimes in the way that Jaron and I shoot, particularly in this film with these long unbroken takes, that there's something of a theatrical tradition in that, even in an action sequence. But I mean, I don't even think I read Godot when working on The Lighthouse, though I was certainly like, Beckett and Pinter were on my mind, and I was
Yeah.
reading other things, but but that's certainly not like some deliberate Godot. Anyway.
But yeah, are you going to work on something? I mean, do you have anything planned beyond Nosferatu? Are you looking at anything? Anything you can talk about?
I'm always reading and writing and watching and listening and and focused on mythology, folklore, fairy tales, religion, the occult, the past. I'm not very imaginative, so I just stick to what I like.
Yeah. Was there any part of, I mean, obviously, like you filmed in Donegal and Malin Head and stuff like that. I'm wondering, I mean, was there any sort of influence from like Irish folklore in the Northman?
No, but there is a massive Celtic population in the creation of Iceland, and Viking culture was a culture of cultural fusion, and you can see in Viking folklore, you can see in mythology, you can see a Celtic influence, big time. So while I didn't, pull anything from the Tane or whatever, like those warp spasms is the same thing as the Berserker warriors.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, like skinwalkers is a big thing. Like in Ossory, like there's a town in Laois that like the town was said to be cursed with skinwalkers and stuff like that, and that's basically berserkers. Like, yeah. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
getting the wrap. Cool. All right, thanks, man.
Okay.
Cheers. All the best.
Vengeance. I will avenge you, father.